Hello everyone, welcome once again to Brandeo Collection. Today we are out and about doing another vlog, and this time doing something a little bit different. We're actually taking you to some filming locations, specifically filming locations from the original Friday the 13th, the first film. All of those filming locations are located up in the top of New Jersey, so it's easy to kind of jump around and show you some of those different locations there. Along with jumping through some of these different towns and locations, we also attended a special event where we were allowed to go to the filming location of Camp Crystal Lake. So we did get some footage of that yesterday. So today we're going to jump around and look at some of those different locations around the lake, and then we'll also show you the footage of when we joined that special tour for Camp Crystal Lake and all the filming locations on the campgrounds. So join us as we go through those filming locations. Thank you once again for joining us. The first shot of the movie after the opening sequence shows Annie crossing a small bridge as she walks into town. There's been some alterations made to the bridge, but the basic structure is the same. As Annie approaches the main street, she heads towards the old mill, which has an arched walkway that she walks underneath. After Annie says hello to the dog at the gas pumps, she walks past this red building towards the store that she walks in, asking for a ride. The building is now painted blue and is actually on the same street where the arched walkway is, but just on the opposite end.
Looks like there's a museum here, but it is not open today. So we're gonna have to come back when they are open. Get a whole view of the street here.
The Moravian Cemetery, where Enos lets Annie out to walk the rest of the way to Camp Crystal Lake, is close to the main street in Blairstown, but is actually further away from the actual campsite where all the Camp Crystal Lake scenes were filmed. This is the diner that Steve Christy spends the night while the counselors are getting murdered. It is actually the Blairstown diner, and it is still open for business. I personally had a great lunch there while filming this video. Here is us walking into the camp itself as part of our tour that we attended, and this is actually the road that both the counselors and Steve Christy would have driven up into to get into the camp during the original film. As part of some photo op opportunities, the camp tours actually had a few different items you can take some photos with, which included a replica of Steve's Jeep from the original film. It also included a replica of the original Camp Crystal Lake sign that went between the trees that they drove underneath, and they even had the original Camp Crystal Lake sign that was used during the filming in the actual film itself. It was great to get a photo in front of this original prop and an important piece of horror movie history. Here we have the spot from the beginning of the film where the counselors and the different campers are singing some songs around a fireplace that was located in the main kind of hall when you walk right into the camp itself. During the opening of the original film, two of the counselors back in 1958, they sneak away to have some private time in the barn. That barn is still standing on the property today, And they actually let us go up the stairs to go to the exact spot where that scene was shot, where those first two counselors were killed in the opening of the film. Here we have the archery range from the beginning of the film, and where Brenda is eventually killed later on. It is actually used as a shooting range for the Boy Scouts when the camp is in session. The area and the building look the same from the film, other than some additions to the building and a repaint. Here we have a few different shots of Crystal Lake itself. This right here is the exact same spot where the person who is lurking in the woods watching the counselors from a distance are peeking around the trees as the counselors play on the dock in the water. Here we have the main cabin where a lot of the kind of main events of the film happen. This is where they play the strip Monopoly. This is where Alice is trying to kind of barricade herself in the cabin when Miss Voorhees is coming after her, and also where the pantry would be located. All of kind of the main events of the film are in this particular cabin. The cabin looks exactly the same as it did, even with after some refurbishments. You can even see in the front that totem pole still there. It's just been repainted, but it does have a lot of those different items there. And you can see even the tour, they put some of the props in there to make it look similar to the film. This right here is the building where they actually put the set for the showers and the different sinks where Marcy goes in and where she gets an axe to the face later on. It was actually a set that was built in there. The showers don't exist in that building, and the sink, there was only one working sink. The other sinks were just there for show for the film. So you can actually see here there's just one sink located in this building. Here is the inside of the cabin that Jack and Marcy go to have a little fun. It is also the cabin that acts as Brenda's cabin when she's getting ready to go to bed for the night and she hears the help me noise that causes her to go out into the rain. This is where Jack has his death, where he gets the arrow through his neck. It all happens right here in this cabin. Then we have the beach of Camp Crystal Lake itself, where all of the final scenes of the film take place, when Alice is fighting for her life against Mrs. Voorhees, and also, of course, where she launches that canoe that leads into the end of our film. Just when she thinks that everything is peaceful, the villain of the day has been defeated, the cops have shown up, then we have the big surprise of the ending of Jason popping out of the water and pulling Alice down out of that canoe. A famous shot in horror movie history. Then at the end of the night, they surprised all of us with showing us the original film on a big screen right in front of the lake itself at night. It was a wonderful experience, something that none of us expected, but we loved it as all being fans there. And we even got to see somebody propose to their girlfriend right on Camp Crystal Lake itself. So altogether, a wonderful evening and a wonderful experience. So those were the filming locations of the original Friday the 13th. It was wonderful being able to spend some time at the original camp, at Camp Nobebosco, as it's known in real life to the Boy Scouts. It was great for them to go around, show us the different locations where the film was filmed. and how many of these different places actually look the same as they did back almost 40 years ago. It was really great. We had a great tour guide named Rusty who was very informative, and being able to show us those different locations, show us what it looked like back in 1979 when they were filming, up until what it looks like today. If you enjoyed this content, please leave a comment below, and we'll be interested in doing some more filming location types of videos. Also, let us know in the comments below, what is your personal favorite Friday the 13th film? Is it the original film, or is it one of the films once Jason Voorhees shows up? Let us know, we really want to know. And also, remember to like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to be notified when we post new videos. We're looking to continue to grow this channel and offer some great new content to you as we continue to grow and bring more things into the collection and travel out to some great things, including filming locations, conventions, and much, much more. And as always, keep on collecting.